Alright, so I am now hunting down missing string headers in the development directory. There's probably about, out of the available, let's see how many packages was there. Oh, didn't do, oh yeah, I gotta count. It's grown a little bit. There's 1,900 packages available in the development category package source. So far, I've found some likely candidates for packages that could be missing. And I found my first one actually, but let's see. Why don't we look at this together? These are possible missing string. There could be other issues. Okay, so start over again. To start from the beginning, sorry. So I kept track of what built on my last run. And now I'm making note of I know what's different from my last run. One, I'm not directing the specs. I'm not forcing Pkgsrc to use my headers through the specs CP flags or some configure argument. I forgot exactly what it was. I got it written down in there somewhere. And also, I got a build of Haiku that for 1 week only and 1 week only, or something like that. The strings header was not included in the string header. So any program that needs the strings header to be POSIX compliant would fail where it otherwise would build. So those are two reasons. Now, why is the specs important? I'm finding that I'm having to, on a number of occasions when there's a program that's dependent upon finding the icon V header, I'm having to do the build link, just basically add a setting to cause the package to include the build link for the icon V program. And I've created another category actually that I'm going to load up. I also found an error in the fonts, but I'll talk about that later. So anyway, the ones that are highlighted are the ones that I've quote unquote lost. Of course, the ones that are labeled new are new builds that I didn't have before. Now overall, with this latest version, going again from July to around Halloween, which is around October 31st, the operating system has improved to the extent that I'm getting more builds than I would have otherwise, than I would have with the version I had in July. That even, the gains are outperforming the possible strings that are lost. But right now I'm working on, as you can see here, and the numbers, let's get the numbers here out of 2000 to see what the cost of one header is. That's not where it used to be, basically. Now, in case you're wondering, the strings header not being included in string would not cause these new ones to build, I don't believe. There are other reasons why they would build. So it's not, oh, we're better off not putting the string, and it's not like that. So we got, this is a potential, because again, as I said before, there could be other reasons why these ones are yellow or not building where they built before. And I may have even forgotten one of the reasons, but I have two of them in mind so far. So we got 4, we got 7, 9, 10. Oh, there's a whole bunch, but I have a feeling I somehow skipped these. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. That's 30 so far. 34, 37. Troll is not the issue. 38, 39, 40, 41. 41 out of around 1900. So the build rate decreased by 2% as a result of, at least in this category. And that's about right. 2%. Alright, so let's see what I'll do, how I deal with these strings. This is just oh so exciting. Right now I'm also just rebuilding the news category and seeing how things turn out compared to what I had before. So I got two things going on, but right now I'm interested in redoing CSSC. So I have the source for that in the work directory. I've made some. I got some more symbolic links, so I can just go where I want to go instead of digging through stuff now. And in the work, wow. So try to build. Okay, so there's. And I just succeeded to get an ASSC to work, but for different reasons. So it's saying that. In the unit tests directory, there is a case comp not declared in this scope for the gtest/port header. You say, well, I don't see a gtest/port header. Well, that's because it's in the Google directory, perhaps. And someone's already patched it, but I will patch it again. So I'm gonna have some patch clash here. Patch clash! And I'll just type the word pound include strings .h. And I may get some more of these, but since it's in a header, it may not. So we'll see how it goes. And then I gotta make the patches, and I gotta do the patch some, and then I gotta test this, because there were times I thought, oh, I got it all worked out. And then I went to test it. Oh, well, what do you mean? I screwed that patch up? Oh, well, you know, because I want to make sure I put the right patch. There it goes. Installed. Goal. Scratch that off my list. CSSC. Unless, of course, there's something that didn't build right. I doubt it. Didn't have a problem last time. So, the next one's going to be called C template. Oh, I got to make patches before I move on here. So, my patch numbers are going to grow. And this is CSSC. CSSC. My goal is actually to make it possible with enough patches out there and over time, maybe eventually. I mean, it would take a lot of. How many patches do I have for strings? And a lot. I couldn't tell you exactly. I'd have to. I could do a graph mail, do that at the end, but it would take a long time to just get the word out to all these different projects, and if they still are, actively developing this, some of them they're done. They don't make any more source code. MK patches. Makers of patches. I really would like to turn that make patch some crap off because it just slows me down. But I'm going to go into Pkgsrc, I'm going to go into develop directory, and I look for the CSSC. It's got to count up to 1900. Patch directory. Okay, so the original, if it's the same size as the new one, that means that's not the file you patched. You can trash the original in most cases, and now what I want to do is this is actually a replacement patch. However, now it has to be. And the patch was originally had that name. If it was something called patch AA, ACE, or something like that, it wouldn't have this kind of name. So I'm just going to look, make sure I got my little string dingaling do in there. And then get rid of this. No trash. Got that okay. File copy. Put it in my solved folder. And I can only tell by the date on these things which ones I've done recently. Try to figure out when was the last time I updated my Git. I still have not tried Samba, if you're wondering. I just keep going. It probably would be worth the time investment. Okay, so now I'm going to clear out. I'm just going to check, make sure this thing works, because sometimes it doesn't. This is called quality control. Test the work you've given to other people. Another form of quality control that I need to do that I haven't really done that well is look at these where I have patches actually. Just make sure none of these are replacement patches. I tried to be careful, but there were some over here in the benchmarks. I think it was one of these damn things. These two I had out. I didn't have in the replacement patches folder. All right, do. Next is going to be C template, and this is going to be like a marathon. We'll do this. We'll do a countdown before New Year's Eve. So anyway, the total number of packages I have right now built in the development category keeps growing because I keep building other stuff, and then as a result, things I didn't build before will build as dependencies of other things. I haven't really gone back in there to try to. So out of the 1900 some odd, a little bit over 1900 packages available, my grand total is 1,172. Now my grand total of total packages I had before is 4,800. In case you're wondering, I have not made any effort to build anything in some major categories still. None are as major as development, but since I've pretty much done better in every category than I did before, and I'm going to go in here. In fact, I've already done better in development. I'm still going to build these ones that I've quote unquote lost. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get up at least 5,000, at least. I'm going to be very close to a 50% build rate, if not. The biggest challenge at this stage is really just the size of some of these categories. I mean, you have 1,900 packages. All you can do in the beginning is see what builds and then look and see whether you're ready to tackle on the remaining 600 that are left over. All right, so C template. This is just doing some quality control thing. I'll let it run. I expect it to work. I expect it to work. And then I wonder what else is building here. I don't know what to do later. All right, let's go over to go. CD devel. CDDE tab. CDCTE tab. Do. Then we're going to watch for what the error is. If it's something about icon V, I know how to do that. I have a setting where I actually don't even have to edit the Pkgsrc make file. I just add to the setting, which I guess we'll have a little bit of time to show here. Package, and I probably should actually. I am going to make a link. Put that on my desktop. Question is, where the hell did it go? Did I not do that? It likes to hide. Where is it? There it is. So I'm going to call this something else. I'll call this settings. You notice in Haiku, if it's got an underline, it's a symbolic link. Alright, so just to go into this thing, called it include dependency headers. Right now, just package path, blah blah blah, and there's your build. It basically, all you got to do is look inside the package, the dependency you think you need that's not being included in the build, and then the name of the file you want to include is always build link 3. So you just need to know what's the category, what's the name of the package. So you just have quote dot dot slash category package build link 3 end quote of the dependency you want to provide to the package you are trying to build. Make sense? Hope it does. Alright, so close this damn thing. What am I doing? I'm testing this out. I'm waiting for this thing to fail because it failed for some reason. Try to figure out what it is. Now, it takes a long time for the toolchain wrappers to be created. That means it's probably trying to do something and include something in the build link. It could be that I just didn't have a dependency set. It could be for some reason I skipped building this thing. I don't know. Now, this is just doing its configure thing. Now, in the mbone category, I had to really work to get the mbone the patches I have for MDD and mbone are symbolic of some of the just ridiculous difficulties we have because or could have because basically we're using definitions that are different than other people are using, even though we're POSIX. Now, MDD is a very old program. So over time, what used to be okay, SSIZE underscore T used to be just fine. But now it's got to be SOCLIN underscore T. So, whatever, and then I had to figure out that was the case, and it was just change header. I got every single file in there is patched, or finally I was desperate to get something built or get back what I had built before. The mbone categories are very small, so I have 2 builds in there. Whoop-de-doo. I should have the news. Yeah, news is still going. So what's it trying to do? It's, Pango. Now Pango is the only big graphics thing I have not been able to port over. Now, I'll just touch on this a little bit. In some cases, the status of some of these in Haiku ports, the status of the patches in some cases does reconcile with reality. If you're dealing with X11 kind of some of the X11 patches require for password functions. They require a patch. Packages require a patch, and that's for password type functions. If the code has password type functions in it, it needs it. And kind of touching on this, because some of our patches are older, when they were first made, they or recipes or whatever for Haiku Porter, because some of them are older. I mean, Mesa is newer, but for some of them that are older, they don't have a patch. But actually, for the newer stuff, they need it. So I'm kind of making stuff right now and looking into things, or at least getting the trailblazed. You know, if someone wants to improve my patch or do a better job at the patch or be a little more, you know, technically correct, you know. But I haven't really had to do the kind of hacking I was doing before. A lot of the time, even with the MDD, I was able to actually change out some variables and get it to actually compile. So I was shocked, but I never thought I'd be able to do that. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. But so for LibreX 11, the last time I checked, well, now they do have patches. They'll all be. Now, the thing is, let's come in. This is just for Pkgsrc. I don't even think I patched Pkgsrc for LibreX 11. Is it 133? What do I have here? I am 162. And actually, actually, you know what? Here's the deal. LibreX 11 will not build. Well, that's probably marked broken because let's see. It's not. I could try, but it should not build unless they're doing some magic in the configure stage that gets it to not want to use the password function. I'm curious to actually check that out, because the only patch they have here, and they're calling this stable. The only patch they have here is, it seems like is for Pkgsrc. There's only library root for the get password user ID, but there's code in here in something called get dflt.c, and I really am. I don't know. See, it probably won't just build though, and I don't want to have a bunch of stuff in here. Actually, I really don't. But anyway, there's some cases I know that patches are necessary. They're just not in there because it's older. I also actually was able to get Motive to work, which was one of the stoppers. I really don't know how. I think I'm not even going to start wondering if I'm close to being able to build Firefox until I get Pango built. In fact, I probably should just look and see if there are any patches for. See, Pango here has absolutely no patches. No, but the problem I have with Pango actually is that what is it? It's not linking. It's that zlib issue. I would probably have to swap out my zlib to get it to build. Okay, so there's my quality control. CSSC built, so I'm happy with what I'm going to end up releasing. I'm going to end up just. So anyway, here in Pango, I know it's going to fail, and it's going to fail because I think this. It's just some. It's not able to find this, and I've even added in a patch to force in the shared memory header. Something's going on. I have to figure out what it is. So let's let the news continue. All right, so C template here. Now we've got another one. Yeah, pretty much. So It's like I almost have a way to kind of find stuff. So this is C template CC work directory, don't I? Is it source? Is it C template or template? Source templates. There we go. All right, so we're gonna make a duplicate of this. Edit the name. Make it an original. Thing writable. Include. Any guesses? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? That's right, strings. Alright, let's try this again. And when it's done, what am I going to do? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Make patches. And make patch some. Now sometimes there are other files that need the strings header, and there we are. So template modifiers. Now I get to go in here. Now, if I wanted to, I could do this passively, but that's pointless. I could have, you know, downloaded a newer version of Haiku, transfer all my stuff over, and just continued, not even look for these things. I mean, purposely trying to find patches that would allow the strings header to stand on its own. I'm doing this on purpose. And it's not really taking all that much time. So, is the C template work? Source and template modifies. Make a duplicate of that sucker. And any guesses what I'm going to add to the first line, just around the top here? Bueller. Bueller. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller. Bueller. That's right. Strings.h. I'm going to save it. What am I going to do next? Anyone? Anyone? That's right. Continue with the compilation. Bueller. Some of these need 2 or 3 of these suckers. And what am I going to do after this? Bueller. Make patches. Alright, so now if you want to help out, pick another category, like say www. Use all my patches and all that stuff, get it from Git. Just go into the www category and type make, let it run overnight, and find out what builds, what doesn't build. Compare it to my list. The stuff that didn't build probably is missing strings. That's why it's so easy. Okay, so here, and there we go. We can see firsthand how prevalent, not prevalent. In fact, I'm lazy. If I was lazier, I would just have. I gotta push it. Push the S button. Now, so I want to. I'm anticipating I'm gonna have more of these, although I haven't tested any of them. I've copied. Let us continue. Hunting down the strings. Now let's see how the ham's doing. No, I'm doing news, not ham. Slurn. last time, I gotta knock these things off my list. Over here, Slurn NNT Pkgsrc. So suck and tin should probably install, and the rest are just gonna probably fail unless I get a gain here. So whatever was stopping me before is still gonna stop me, but for different reasons if the reason was already solved. Now if you want to know what this C template thing actually does, I have no fucking idea. So, no, actually, I'm going to have a gain of 1 here from the Heirloom News. Which is about, with the category size of 20, that's about representative. Get out of here, kid, you bother me. Put this back up. This POSIX link likes to wander around. That's linked to the header, so I can look at them. Now, another way to approach it is, one thing I'm kind of weak at is I really should probably look at these headers and memorize the various functions they provide. Because that's really what it is. You look, and after a while you get familiar. Oh yeah, that error, that means you do this, and it's just one little simple thing. So we're still going here. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to need to do strings again. News category. It's getting suck. Source. Okay, we got another one. In the source test HTML parser test. That's the wrong one. Dad, burn it. Why I didn't leave that open? Duplicate that. Dot rig. Dot rig. Open it up, and any guesses to what I'm going to do? Bueller. Bueller. We have an HTML parser object. Porting packages is so easy. Alright, looks like that worked. Now, the only reason why I know these are going to be easy builds is because they've built before without any intervention, and there's only a few differences, and I know how to deal with them, I think, for the most part. 1172. Now let's try CSPS. Oh, no. What are we going to do, Bueller? Bueller? What are we going to do? We're going to make patches. That's right. Back to the old solve folder here. We're at devel. What's this thing? C template. C template run to the house. I actually got to go get this damn patch. And if I wasn't, I know I've been clear about this before, just to be very clear. I'm doing this by choice. And by choice, I'm deciding to look for the strings header, find them, and deliver the patches to the people. As I remember, there's probably 3 of these things. Where's my solve directory? There's 1. Can you read it? Get rid of the original, which was 0 bytes. See, that's a good sign. No change in that. Good sign. Modifiers. Okay. Good sign. This template being original being 0. Good sign. 3 patches. Let's say patch trifecta. That didn't change in size, so should work. So next I'm going to do quality control to just test to see whether the shit I've produced is the shit that people are going to want to use. So I cleared out the directory. I did a poor man or lazy man's make clean, and now I'm going to do this again. Since I made the patch sums, the patches should apply otherwise. Now sometimes there'll be a file that's really just a soft link from some other file. I hate it when that happens. You make a patch for a soft link that doesn't exist or something that gets spit out by Yak later. There are a few like that, and I think my list of unusual solutions has increased by 1 over the past 2 days. Overriding tools for C template. Get rid of this thing here. Patches worked. I could sort this by time. By time. It's 912. It's in the news. Suck is in the news. Suck has built as predicted. If it doesn't build, it means what's it missing? What's it missing? The strings header. Last one will be 10. And I should be building right now, and if it failed to build, and it hasn't yet, and it probably won't. Alright, so 10, and then I'll be done with this damn thing. Eventually, when I'm done with all my stats sheets, which those are, I'll just be down to list. They're much like the devel list. I didn't really go in and see why these things failed and say, I know how to deal with that problem and hone in on them. I just, because there's, well, 1,855 to keep track of, I've just kept track of what installed and what didn't. Pencil things in and update it every once in a long while. I should move on to CVSPS. I will say that overall the system is running a lot better. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Because I can. And another one. Wait. Now, the question here is, see, this is Apache HTML parser. So did I have 4 of these? What's going on? Yeah. Did that patch not apply? here it is. Did I not clear out my source? No, because it would have just built. So what's going on here? Did I remove it? Not put it in the patches folder like I should have. No. The question is, what the hell is going on here? Because I know it's, I know if I look, it's going to be missing the, that's strange. This should be patch source HTML parser, or I didn't, you know what? When I first did this, I didn't rename the file properly. It's what it was. That's why I do this. If I just left it as copy, it's not going to make a patch. Or, no, because, yeah, if it had already been patched, there already would have been in a rig file, so. Okay, so what am I going to do? Anyone? Anyone? Viewer? Look at that stone. No, it's not there. Gosh darn it. I've touched the S key. It's too much work. Alright, let's do it again. Make the patches again. Should, yeah, hopefully I didn't screw up anymore. It's not going to make a patch till it's done, so. Chad, burn it. Alright, let's try the CVSPS and see if it has an issue with strings or it's something else. It could be something else. Well, lately it's been a lot of this wanting to find library icon V. Now, I don't have to wait for this to finish to actually make patches. I don't think. Computer starts smoking. That is what it's all about. Now, Pkgsrc already made patches. Doesn't mean it's going to work for me. You know, but they do have all the security fixes and all. There's C template. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okay. Okay. So done making it to rigs, and I was looking for this one. How the hell did I not get that? HTML parser. HTML parser. That's. Oh, I already had it open. Well, that's brilliant. Actually, there were 4 patches. 4. The trash. Now notice the ones I had from before now are the same size. I don't claim to have exclusive access to. Now this one I just built, so could be that the dependency that I needed has been resolved. So that's what I mean. I mean, 2% is a maximum of. All right, take it out. No, 2% of 10,000 is not small. Okay. Now we got Pkgsrc. Here's quality control here. I'm using my rebuilt Flex with both the BOS stuff and Haiku port stuff in it, in case you're wondering. Same patches I have up at Git. Come on. Now, since I'm actually comfortable with my changes, I'm probably going to put these packages up somewhere. And don't think because they got a target zip that you can't use them in Haiku, except if, and only if, Haiku itself is not able to properly path packages that are put into boot home config non-packaged. If it's not able to properly path the libraries, then they won't work. But if it is, it will. In fact, these packages can be installed on Alpha 3 that doesn't even have the package manager yet. Because, as I've kind of done before, but basically the way it builds this thing is the root directory, you can place, as long as you have a structure where share is relative to bin and relative to man, it'll work. At least it should work, unless we're doing something really, I wouldn't, probably should hold my breath. I mean, it's rebuild here. Unless we are purposely forcing people to put binaries and libraries in exact locations just so they will run, which doesn't make any sense. And it's probably the reason why you'd want to have LDD in your operating system, even though BINC didn't. I'm going to see if I can build LDD here. But if it's something like that, then that's crazy. All right, so CXRef working. So this must be that I'm having a lot of builds. I don't think, we'll put it this way, of these other ones that it didn't build in the first place, they would have already had a problem with the strings header. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be as a result of repathing it. Maybe you'd want something like sys strings or something weird like that. There's a reason why it would fail. Alright, so dia2 code. I got 3 here, and I'm going to get the cluster stock in a couple pages. I could do more than one of these. I have a feeling a lot of these are just going to build. So it could just be like a 1% scope of effect on the system with strings not included in string. put another way. 0.01% of the world's water is poisoned. That's not really good news. You know what I mean? You really don't want to have things that don't work. Let's see how this goes. I haven't really seen. I'm looking for the word Pkgsrc. There it is. Pkgsrc. Alright. Any guesses to what I'm going to do? First, I'm actually going to identify which file is having the problem. util2gas.cc, which has already been patched. So I need to remember this is a replacement patch. Do I still have that in the buffer? No, I don't. And I built before. Why? Because the string header's there. And before. Here's the rig. Let's do it again. Dia code. Let's see what's it failing for this time. Our dynamic. Okay, now I know what to do about this. This is a unique situation. This is a compiler setting I simply just don't like, and I found a way to get rid of very happily. Oh, go to my settings directory here. Let's see. Remove compiler setting. I like that. I might change these to be a little more descriptive. I'll put a little slashy washy there. Copy this stuff. Let's see, go down over yonder here, put it over there, and this is a what? A dia 2 code. And this is a devel. This is a savey wavy. And what we're going to do is we're going to deletey weedy the sourcey worsey. So that's another reason that I'd forgotten. I had that as a global setting. Anything tried to build, it would get rid of that R dynamic crap, whatever it was, or whatever it is, or why it's there, I don't know, don't care. It causes the build to fail, and don't like it. You're fired. So what it's going to do is, provided I didn't misspell dia2 code or devel, or and I didn't say, oh, sorry, your config file. So it should build now. It was right there at the linking stage. I could also do a substitute classes thing, but it's like, oh, whatever. I'd have to actually figure out what file was inserting the R dynamic in there, and then go in and, you know, do 5 or 6 lines and a description. It's a good tool to have, don't get me wrong, but I like the lazy man's approach better. C template's already been installed, so I think when you're doing quality control, you're going to want to start it again. Make sure from start to finish you have no interruptions. That is called quality control. When I made my network client for Linux, I would, if it failed for the smallest reason, I'd reinstall the whole operating system and do it again. And if it failed, I'd reinstall the whole operating system, because it kind of touched on some things in the system. Until finally it worked. And I didn't get any complaints. I mean, no one asked for support. I mean, it just worked. Now, when I made the network client for Linux, all I did was create an installer and a front end, and need to do maybe make patch some. Bye-bye. Start to finish, it's got to work. If it doesn't, it has been checked for quality control. Now, does this Intel do gas once again? Nope, it has succeeded. So I need to make my patches. Wait, there's no patches. It was a setting. Let me see. Come on. Nope, there's this. Yeah, I did make a patch. Did I make a patch here? Nope. Yeah, right. I was telling myself I need to be a replacement patch. Okay, so copy. Muto trash. Enter to gas. Place the patch. Place the patch in the patches folder. That should be 1,177. Wow. Alright, so I need to do make patch some. Dia to code was from, that was the setting. So dia to code was lost because of the R dynamic setting. So I remove that setting when it tries to build. Slide in the line to the setting. We're done. Haiku Porter, you would call that part of the recipe. If and when these kinds of features are added to it. If and when. So many damn links. Right, I just put it. Okay. So, the Intel 2 gas I want to do again. But first, I want to make sure I've saved the patch. Is patch. Should be this one. Should be strings. Yes. And guess what it is? It's a replacement patch. And what have I forgot to do? I forgot to put the version numbers in. I don't put version numbers on the settings though, because I think they're a little more timeless. So, data codes build, so now I can do doc++. But for Intel 2 gas, I want to make sure that it passes the quality control test. So back to the val. Get rid of this source. Let it empty. Don't get too big. Do it again. C-template. I'm just making sure this damn thing works from start to finish. This I'm going to do doc++. Next on the list. I jumped ahead here, but yeah, so this one. Until the gas has found its salvation. C-template looks like it's gonna work. Tell the gas I'm doing the quality control check. This one looks like it's gonna work. Trying out doc++. When this one's done, we do .conf. If it ever gets there, this one should be almost just about done here. See a package folder appear here. Creating a binary package. We're done. Now, if I wanted to replace the existing package I have installed, I would do bmake replace. We have to have a package installed that I've talked about numerous times on these presentations, and now I've forgotten, and I don't feel like looking it up. Alright, so since C-template's done, let's do .conf. Creating toolchain wrappers. Yep, until the gas is done. So do the giblib. And meanwhile, if I was a little bit more wild, I have a fifth console or fourth console open. And I would do the parallel category now, which in Pkgsrc 2014 quarter 2 consisted of 19 packages, of which 5 installed. Hoping I'm going to get a better result, and I may actually deal with, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to deal with that. Maybe number 6 there, undefined reference to error, I might be able to throw in the, I could do a little bit better here, and Cairo is not going to be a problem, so let's just try parallel. I don't know what the hell that actually means, but we'll just try it anyway. Okay, terminal. I don't think I have anything built in parallel category, which isn't really a big prize or anything. Oh, move to the parent folder because it does nothing. Yes, I'm going to replace it. Thank you very much. Gone. Alright, let's go over here. CD parallel. Go. CD parallel. And just type do file my nails. Get this out of the way. Get out of here. I don't like seeing you. Alright, so .conf still doing that stuff. The doc++ still, we're trying to figure out what's wrong with those. And the gliblib, okay, these are 3 new ones. We don't really need that open, except just a look and see. Maybe news now. So that's final tally for, not the final tally, but close to final tallies it's going to get. Don't know what or why. I got another package. I haven't even tried the mail category yet. And to see, what do we have so far in parallel? Do we have anything? Nothing. So I haven't even tried. Text processing, sysutils, those are big. Printing, those are big. I haven't even tried those either. But I have some builds in those. So. Now, if I get too many of these going, IamLib, that's not a problem. If I get too many of these going at the same time, then of course the system's going to crawl to come to a crawl. What do we got going on here? We have the doc, we have the parallel, and cluster it, whatever the hell that is. First one on the list. It's going to try to build. These are all the dependencies it needs. I also found there was an FD bits hiding in Xproto, so I built that. I'm going to update those patches. This is not. What is this? Doc. Now this YY care is really not that fun. I've seen this before. YY parse. This is different. This, I think, looks like it's missing get text from the build link here. Let's see what's going on here with doc++. .conf, so let's look in the .conf. This is new, right? Work, so devel .conf, work, and what? Source director, duplication of that, yes. Rig, got your rig. Take your rig, you add the strings header, you copy string, and you paste string after making the file not read-only, of course, which I didn't do initially. And then you press the up arrow and get it to go again and do your patches eventually. Alright, so the doc here, let's see what that is. This is a little bit different. I think it's missing get text or library or one of these. Let's just see what we're doing here in package source. What, doc++? Built before doc++. Okay. Down here. How's it doing that? Let's count all 50,000 of my packages. I'm not interested. Hacks.make. That looks interesting, but it's probably nothing. It's just configure environments, which those are things I put in my own little settings. I'm not going to move this. I'm going to open it with and see what we're doing here. We got anything coming in. Alright, it's got the build link from getText, but it doesn't seem to have Library International. And I don't, let's see. I think that's text processing. I don't remember. It could be sys, it could be anything. Jesus. Text proc. Yeah, I haven't even tried this one. So Library International. Of course, I have to have it built. And there could be times where it's just not telling me, hey, you need this installed. Lib H, is it here? Lab International. Don't think so. Oh, I hate it. I have to look these things up. Okay, maybe it's in sysutils. Could be in converters. It could be, because I need that basic information. Probably converters. Whenever I can't find it, it's always in converters. Live International. And whenever it's not there, it's in sysutils. Whenever it's not in sysutils, it's time to open up web positive. Live, yeah, I'm just going to do that. Please stand by. I could throw the specs at it, but I don't feel like doing that. And what are we looking at here? Live international problems. Damn it. Miscellaneous, is it? Damn it. Oh, his library office is under miscellaneous. Okay. I might not. Ay. Problem is, I don't know what package made this damn thing. Well, I should look at this again. Now it's saying that may not be. I don't know. Conflicting types, great. Plural EXP says it's this one. I'm probably not going to be able to do right now. Previous declaration. It may be. I just want to not include plural EXPH in the plural C. Let's see. Okay. Oh, devel doc plus work. What the hell would we air out on? It's got some undeclared stuff too. This isn't good. Too few arguments. That's not. Whenever I'm completely confused, I just try strings, but we'll see. Actually, it's not really. Strings is predictable, but huh? That's strange. It could. I mean, string and string. Strings is the ugly stepchild of string. I didn't make a duplicate, did I? And that could have just, right there, could have just screwed up my patch. I already had it, so what's the deal here? Hopefully my original is it. I got that backwards. I gotta rename this. And forget about it. You're right. Gotta restore this to what it was originally. That's why it's called in a rig. Oh, I don't think it's gonna do it. But I may get rid of some of it now. Let's see, right. Org undeclared. I could tell this one might not work out. It's gonna be a long, drawn-out fight. All right, so what do we got here? Nope, that's not the one we're gonna edit, or is it? Let's see what happens. I don't think that's gonna help, but we'll try it. I hate it when it does this. Plural Y. I think move on with that one. I'm not gonna miss this doc plus plus. This is gonna stay in the back burner for a little while. I have doc coffee. Hopefully, I got 3 failures at the same time. So that build. The question is, did I make any patches for this damn thing? And the way to find out is to make patches. The worst that can happen. What's the worst that can happen? Is I'll have 2 copies of patches in there. I mean, who cares? I did make a change, and that's strings, so I need to keep that. Copies, all.conf. And another one, dot conf. Do we make patch some, and of course, since I've abandoned that, I'm not gonna worry about it. Dot doc plus whatever. Where the hell is my directory? Yeah, there's. I'm gonna clear out the work. Did it build or did? Yeah, it did. Oh god. Let's see. .conf. Right. I know I have that open somewhere else. Get rid of this. Try. Probably should do. Patch some. Again, just do it. Okay, whatever. Patch is part unchanged. Okay, now it's my work directory. Make sure that's cleared out. It is. Do. Alright, the package. I want to make sure that patches I deploy, if I ever do. Did I ever put the damn thing in there? No. That's not good. A lot to remember, little steps. No one step is like gonna kill you due to complexity. It's more or less remembering everything you have to do, doing at a reasonable speed. Crawl speed wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. All right. So .conf is actually comes off my list. So far, I've lost one. And giblib, what the hell's going on with that? Okay, here it is. So it wants. Okay, now here's the deal with the shared memory header. And I had made myself a shared memory header at some point. I still have it. And I'm not going to be able to just simply include it, because I can't just put it in the Haiku boot system develop headers directory. So I actually have to turn this thing into a patch, and I've done this a lot. You're still building. Let's close that. I need to go into work directory. Doc plus I've given up on for now. I have a similar situation, but I'm not going to. Not .com, .++. Alright, so we have a file called grabc. Okay, so first of all, what I gotta do is go in here, my tools that I have, and there's my shared memory directory. Now, sometimes this XSI shared memory header is important to also be included, or could be important. The original code up in Haiku's, Git or whatever it is, includes this header. I've taken it out because in fact, I may have even moved the stuff that was in here into there because I didn't like how it was grabbing stuff from other places and it didn't really serve its purpose. So now I got to find the gliblib source directory. I'm going to put this. Okay, so what is it actually? Oh, work graphics imlib. Okay, so that. So we're in graphics over here. Right? God, sneaky. Library directory. We're looking for the grabc, which has already been hacked to death. Now I'm looking for that line, and I'm going to put quotes around it. Get rid of the syskamabob, and since it already is, there already isn't a rig, I'm not going to worry about it. File, paste. All right, then I'm going to turn this thing into patch. I'm going to duplicate it. Gotta rename it. Doing rig. Open the sucker up. Guess what I'm gonna do? Anyone? Bueller. Gonna clear it. Save it. Okay, so create a patch. You'll say patch shm.h. Original is 0 bytes big, and patch shm.h is 829 big. .conf is. We're good. Set that down here because I'm going to get confused real soon. So we got the okay, so I got to make sure that's included. I think I did. Yes, I did. And this is an imlib, not gliblib. So it's going to bring me back to that place after it finds out the dependency is not installed. So that means I had that installed before. So this will remove one from my uninstalled whatever dot const. It's gonna pave over the old one. Yeah. Count's still, I think, 1170. It might be 1178. Who knows? Yeah, 1178. So we're continuing now. Now this image C, it just gave you a warning. It doesn't have the strings header, but it's allowing the build to continue. If this build fails, I'm probably not going to go in here anywhere. Where's image C? Because I can do it, and it did, and it wants that thing anyway. So let's just do both those. Graphics and the imlib directory in, same source library, and the first one, image C. Might as well just give it what it wants. And what I'm going to add to the top, anyone, Bueller. That's right. The bastard child of the string, strings. With the S. That. So now I have not dealt with the, okay, so we get X image now. She's already been, oh, that's what a coincidence. Put the quotes around it, makes it use the local header and not the header that comes up over there. And is this thing still doing it? It's already installed. I set them aside because I don't want to get. Okay, we'll start the giblib over again. Meanwhile, over here I can do GP utils and make myself go crazy. CD GP. Time is of the essence. Go. So now image built without that. Warning, you don't have the strings. Guess what I remember you from giblib. Mika's patches. If anybody wants to add fancy if-defs around strings headers, they can, but it's also kind of controversial since it is POSIX. I don't think it really hurts anything to have them just there. If we had some unusual header, you know, like the B header or something like that, now if this thing fails again, I'm going to go into loader zlibs. In fact, I am going to do that. Loader, what folder are we in? zlib and bz. Easy when you do all the same things at the same time. Still there? Yeah. And the bz. It may see it's gonna succeed, but I may still want to do B make replace and just have the strings header. It's, you know, come on. And if there's undefined reference when it tries to link, I'll know why. First, I'm gonna make patches there. Now, hopefully, GPU utils will just build. I ported over the giblib. The doc++ is standing out like an eyesore. See, it still has that. And if it fails here, it's like, you know, it's actually already taken care of it. Now what are we doing here? Oh, Gipsy symbol in the GPU utils. That's going to build. Patch the shit out of your source code. I'm going to recognize the code. Got EM patches in this thing. Of course you're read-only. After all, if you weren't, that would be convenient. Oh. Well, that's actually what I'm doing. This I'm going to do bmake replace because I want a better build. First, I'm going to do make the patches. The giblib. There's one patch so far. Come on, giblib. GPU utils, oh god. Folder for that too. Unwrapping files to install. I have another terminal going here or something. Parallel, how are we in here? We're doing horribly. Ain't nothing's gonna build in that category, I'll tell you that much. Why does that seem... Did I redo that? I'm lost here. Why is it doing toolchain wrappers when we have a... Oh, it's doing giblib. I was doing imlib, so that's wrong. So yeah, I gotta go back to graphics. Patches galore. Now it's going to remark label all these. The original. So it's going to create the patches. Can't see. Did I already get rid of the... Did I already trash the work directory? It's IamLib2. So I just screwed my IamLib1. A remedy for that. Just keep a backup. Come on. Could have renamed it by now. I, not L. Two, not one. It's back to current task at hand, just to figure out how to open up the folder. Alright, this one could have changed, this AB, and I hate it when this happens. Or it might not have changed, you just don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything I've done. To the trash. This is something I've done. So I have a replacement patch for IamLib2. This looks to be the same. Yeah, I don't do fancy things like that. This one may have changed. And yes, it did. Haiku only patches. Guess what these are? That's right, they're replacement patches. The ones that are not replacement patches are the ones that have 0 of the original size. I don't think I did anything. No, of course I didn't. That's the same size, and that's the same size, and that's not the same size. So we put it over here. There's my 0 original, there's my patch, which is really just a header. I've provided on numerous occasions. And this one, come on, file. It's going to make a better build. That did not change. This one is another patch of mine, I remember specifically. There, the trash. Now, what can go wrong in quality control? That's right, I can end up not copying over. What in God's name did I just delete? Alright. I want to do the IamLib. So the giblib is going to work because the IMlib built. Alright, so get this out of the way. I should do bmake patch some. Then I'm going to want to make sure that, yeah, I did empty that out. Let's go patch some. Meanwhile, this is going to show up. Giblib. We're done here. Install the binary package. Only 35 kilobytes, shouldn't be that hard. Folder. Question is, do I have a package for GP utils? There's just too much going on here. No, I don't. And why is that? So it's first like, okay, giblib and make sure it's cleared out. Make sure I've done patches for it. And I'm completely lost. So the giblib built. Question is, do I make any damn patches for it? I didn't initially because I was patching for IMlib. GPU utils is still building, so let's just look and see whether giblib has any patches to start with. Let's see how it has one. Nothing I would have done. I looked at before, of course. Close. Things are slowing down now. Alright, let's just make patch, see if anything else comes up. Hopefully it'll just have a same size patch AA original. What's the deal here? We're gonna look at this. Alright, no difference. Okay, so bmake. So that doesn't really. It builds. I mean, there's no quality control issue here. So just make the patch. And go up here. It should be here. It is. Move it. Go. Get rid of that. What's my total now? It's like 1179 or so. So this is off the list now. Doc++ is standing out like a sore thumb. And we got this little bundle of joy to work with here. Alright. Library Matchbox. Can't wait. Anything building? Checking. In the graphics area. Made patches. For the giblib, the GPU utils. Nothing there. I don't think that just built on its own. Oh, God. No patches? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe let's see what happens when I make patches. No patches to make. Sorry, but you're finished here. And there are patches. At least a folder. There's not actually no. So that just built? Doesn't make any sense. I have to rewatch this, see if I did anything. Oh boy. Okay, so we got library matchbox gonna come up. Meanwhile, the parallel category, see if anything's doing anything over here. Oh God, there we go, 4 of them. All right. What do we have? A cluster it. Did build before. Okay, so we got GSH, which is here already. Hard lock, which is not, that's new. Cause that was undeclared functions, whatever. Linda is install, and over here is install. I don't expect to get 2 more out of this, but another gain. I'll be damned, my thing's almost already. Okay, I gotta get to library matchbox. What really bothers me is I think I did something with, you know, but I probably already tossed that. I should just try GPU tools again, because maybe look at the history of this thing. Did it ever stop? See, this GP symbol, fart. It's gone. So why didn't it make patches when I tried? Trying to do too much at once. Well, that wasn't good. Do it again. Learn to do things one at a time. I probably should have make extract. Or am I confusing the GPU tools with the giblet? Let's see. Devel. No. Open. Empty patch directory. Great. Unfortunately, I forgot where that thing was. I'm going to redo it. Yeah, the giblet, this didn't need. I'm just going to library matchbox here. Boy, these damn things do I have. One. 20 alone on this page. Wait, 29, 30, 31, 31. All right, so this is for crying out loud. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I need to make a alias for BMake patch. So. Starting over again. Oops. Ah, that's not gonna hurt anything. . collection's growing. Let's see what Live Matchbox has for us. Parallel, if we're doing anything. Two more. That's new. Causes out was. They must have moved some headers around or something. Right, this hasn't failed yet. Something's gonna fail. That's why I'm doing this. You're starting over again. We're going to see what happens with this one. Something's trying to run the Fortran compiler, but it's not in the used languages. We got a couple stealth builds. Come on. This one looks like it has a chance. Alright, so that's my patch. It worked. We're good so far. Live Matchbox. Building with the bug. Building with nothing. I have Pango and I have nothing. I didn't make this recipe, but this thing here is designed to get people to make the package correctly. But it's a little bit. Okay, what do we got here? Shared memory. Okay, another shared memory issue. Library map. Okay, let's go. Oh god, two of them at the same time. Oh, that's parallel. I'm not looking into those yet. So the work links, the matchbox, the work, and the matchbox is built before. Okay, the file included menu. Where the heck is LiveMB? There's the MB menu. Okay, got my thing again. Fine. Got it. No, it's not there. It's include. It's my shared memory that hasn't been provided. Oh, I should probably make a companion because it's going to be doing this a lot. Into the name. Waste time. Just copy it in and select all. Clear file save. Got it done. So that'll end up being a patch, but I'm trying to get. See the damned error. MB menu. MB pix buff. B H the header. Okay, add that.
Why doesn't the free software foundation put the damn strings header in there? God damn it. Is this still going? Bye. Alright. No, it's not the strings. I'm doing strings. I'm getting tired. Come on. Oh yeah, and about this thing, if you see the SHM and the XCB, if you see XCV SHM, that's the XCB header of the same name. In one of the builds, I actually had to include both of those. I'll leave that there. Oh my god, already? No, okay. He's gonna say. Get out of the way, parallel. Damn it. What's going on here? GPU utils. This is what? Am I even doing a quality? Am I testing this? I think I made the patches for this damn thing finally. Let's see. Yeah, I did. We're gonna fail. Is this another one of these? These could all be, you know, still issues with missing header. I just don't know what they are. So, library matchbox. Come on. And this guy remember to make the passes. $1,001. It worked. So I need to do my make patches. So what I'm doing over here is I'm going over to the patches directory and the Pkgsrc directory. This is like the 15th round of something for me. I'm just like, oh. And then come on. Library matchbox. There it is. So what's our patch situation to start with? Just one. Nothing I would ever do. That looks like actual code. Alright. I actually did some actual coding with MD. It's a real treat, I'll tell you that much. We could look at that quickly. Let's see, it was M-Bone. So here, using size T wasn't good enough. We had to use INT. In both cases here for this, when it was related to whatever the hell it was. And on this thing, size T wasn't good enough. We had to use sockle NT. And size T wasn't good enough. We had to use INT. And size T wasn't good enough. We had to use INT. And size T wasn't good enough. We used sockline, noticing the pattern. It's just size T is just somehow tabbed in the POSIX world. And then I'd include the strings header. It was just really fun. And then here, this I added library network, and that's of course just for Haiku. And then we had the strings header, which really helped. And it's also sysstat, which oh yeah, size T isn't good enough, but INT is good. I guess I added a blank line. Fine, and this thing, this %D it's just some damn message. And I was like, damn, fuck it. get rid of it. It was just stopping the damn thing from building. Alright, so library matchbox built. But I haven't made patches yet. Hopefully I won't have library AA. Oh, right. Good. So patches I did don't affect the patches that are in place. I like that. Bmake So did I even do bmake patch sum here? Oh yeah. Live tool Fortran. What the hell is that doing? Terminal. Come on. Matchbox. Okay. So I just gotta clear this thing out. Do her again. Make sure the patches apply. And the damn thing builds. Well, let's move my stuff. There's more building in the parallel land. What's going on here? The thing will open. A billiard. Which before was that installed. That's not a surprise. That was expected to install. If I get any more, I only have 3 more to go. It's a bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 5 before, so I gained 2 there. Yeah, because I moved that. So that must mean GP utils. Placing it. Patches applied. The build worked. We're happy. We're all good here. How are you? This move up. Still counting. I'm doing a quality control test for library matchbox. I've done the quality control test for GP utils, I believe. Oh, well, if it doesn't work, complain. No, yeah, there it is. That applied. So, come on, matchbox, let's go. Do this damn thing. Alright, just about worn out. Why is Live Tool Fortran there? Some dependencies building, so what the hell is going on here? We got parallel beam. Patching for Munge, my god, that's some giant wild goose chase. So what, yeah, okay, go mark this thing off. Live Mimcache. I'm hoping that the build got interrupted for some reason around here, and I just didn't get around to trying to build all these. I don't think that's going to be the case.
if I wanted to, I could just have it try to auto build. But of course, I really do actually think most of these need a patch or something, or to use one. Alright, all the patches worked on this library matchbox. Just build. This one, those are Pkgsrc patches. How that works. Parallel is just getting in the way. Quality control, next build. Since I have a habit of wanting to confuse myself, I think I will continue to do so. Try this library NTLM. Now hopefully this damn thing will just build. It's really uncanny how all these are just right together. Doesn't make any sense. Hasn't tried to build yet. So whatever munge is, it's gonna try to build. I don't know what the hell that is. Well, it's not in the develop category. There's a decent chance of building. Alright, we're gonna do this or what? Okay. 4 of these damn things going. One quality control build. One build to see what will come up in the category. 1 new. 2 new. And my fingers are crossed because I am really expect that I'm not going to have this kind of just all this, all the missing strings headers are going to be all together, I mean, they're all libraries, but up there it's not happening. Come on, Matchbox, hurry the hell up. Round and round she goes. Oh god, I got a kernel panic. This is what you do. Type exit. And you're back. So why did that happen?
Things need to be going a lot faster now, eh? Must have crashed the package demon. Oh, happy day. Oh, we got another one. So Munge is gonna, it's security. Been touched in days. Please consider. Come on, Matchbox. Come on, Matchbox. God dang, I should get this, figure out how to get the kernel to panic more often. I mean, this is better. Boy, I mean, everything's working. Memcache looks like it's gonna work, yeah. Did I even have a stop in this thing? Downloaded it. Built it. What's going on with that? This is close. Whatever this thing is. Munge. Something to do with the package list. See a couple examples. I'm going to let Munge fail over a couple examples. I think not. So I'm going to modify the package list for Munge. Alright, so Matchbox passed the quality control test. Let's build it for a third time just for good measure. And the Memcache. Out the intervention, which was kind of expected, I guess. I mean, I should just let these things run. For some reason, I think I started... Alright, so that was going to go up here to, what's this damn Munge. Security or something. I'm not interested in having... package fail because of an example init script that doesn't even apply. So Munge. Oh boy. So I'm gonna look at this make file, see first I'll get open with a good one. Alright, so they're not doing okay, so now I'm just gonna take my example from GCPIO, which is my famous example. Open up the make file. I already got it highlighted there. Oh, thank you. And I go like this. Like this. Alt V will work if I could find it. I'm gonna call this thing something else. I'm gonna call this Haiku.
I'm going to narrow this thing down. Basically, it's saying if the operating system isn't Haiku, go ahead and install the stuff. It's in Haiku. An example of how that's handled in this package list. Just copy this part. Go to this package list. Open with. And what are we missing here? What the hell? Share examples. Where are we? Munch. Of course you're read only, you son of a bitch. Oh, damn it. Okay, I've got this copy here. It's got to be plist Haiku, not plist or T. Yeah. Paste that sucker. Go with this. Copy. Edit. Copy. Okay, now next. The hell else was I missing here? Examples init D. Oh, does that do both of them? I'll be diddly damn. Let's see. It looks like it might take care of both of them. Well, shit, just drinking. I don't like that. I haven't got these other packages with their own package list. Now, if I could include this stuff in a setting outside, I would, and I'm going to work on figuring out how to do that. This BSD make, you need it, otherwise it won't do what you ask, and don't include if it won't build it. Make it as nondescript as possible. I could just copy. I know I got that crap in a couple other ones. So I've overridden the package list, the make file. What's this doing here? Oh. Now, I wonder if I've... See, that it's doing that, and it wants to... Oh, I need to have... Okay, that's... Okay. Copy. I think I know what's going on. I need to duplicate. Sorry, duplicate. Said... Okay, so my approach has to be different here. Haiku... And this would probably stop it. Hit it. Cut. Hello. Does this damn thing work? Of course, it's read only. All right. No, Haiku, not Nabisty. Edit. Fuck. Give us a chance. Paste. Alright, get there, and so I need to go back here to this thing. And I gotta set those things aside. I gotta remember to set them aside, because if I don't, the solution will be lost forever. Now, it may... Oh, great. Malformed conditional. What the fuck is... What's... Probably needs one of these damn things. BSD, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, here... That's what I was talking about before. It's not malformed. Well, what the hell? What did I do? Yeah, I never had to do this. You know what? That doesn't even... It's kind of weird, but it doesn't really apply. It's...
plist vars. This. Yes, just look. Everything be read-only. Ad nauseum. To the end of time. Where is the damn thing? I forgot what I was doing. What did I even do? Okay, so this live NTLM, did it build? Did I have to do anything to it? It's getting confusing. Getting old, I don't remember. Okay, so looked like just build. God, it takes. Yeah, just build. So I think our numbers for the strings header is going to be a lot smaller than first anticipated. Now this. I think for Munge here. Where's Munge? Why are you doing that? Fucking A, man. Fuck yeah. Alright, so now what I gotta do is, since I can't do it the right way, come on. This is the additional packages to this thing. I just don't feel like messing with it. Yes, I want to save it. What do you think? Alright. Now, first of all, I gotta make sure I've even cleared this stuff out from the work directory. This is security. So, do it over again. Basically, it's building everything but a couple example text files. And I really don't, I'm not gonna have a package fail and dependencies fail for some stupid text file. Now, hopefully, the fact that I've put this actually doesn't even matter. I've removed the conditional. I might put it back. I just don't have the patience to see whether I need the conditional or not. I'm done with the parallel section. See how that turned out. I think we already know. 7 builds. Out of 19. This ain't too hot. Didn't really work that hard to get these things working. Next comes package tools. I'm just going to go through all these. Library memcache. Question is, did I do anything with this?
Downloaded it. Configured it. Built it. Yeah, no errors with that thing. Where is it? That one just built too. So, $1,183. My God. Okay, so next one to be live. Oop, this thing. Something's running. What the hell is it? This is not running. Library mem cache is not running. Munge should be running. Alright, so that's gonna work. What? Fuck, man. Oh, wait. The following files are in, but they're not in. Oh, that's what I got it backwards. Fuck. Alright. So I was trying to remove those from the package list. If I would have looked closely in the beginning, I would have seen that I actually just need to make my own little package. Yeah, I just needed to make my own this thing, and yeah. Why would a blank document paste? All right, let's try. I don't know. Let's see if it works. Question is, what the hell was trying to build Munge in the first place? I don't know. There it is. That's all it was. One of these ham. Figure that doesn't apply. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's the way it was before. Alright, quality control. God damn it. Alright. Do it again. Alright. How do you drive? Munge and what else? This damn thing. Alright, live oop. I know these are all buildable, it's just I'm gonna be able to build it. Oh yeah, didn't answer my own question. What was it in the ham category trying to build Munch. Is it ham? It's pack now. It's parallel. There it is, right there. So this is what? Slurm. Let's see if we get Slurm to build. Now it wants open Pam. All right. Let's get some more builds, I guess. La boop. All right, so I added that. And the package tools will be the next category. Did I start that already? Go CD PKG tools, and we put the do and we do. We put over here. All right. Why boop? Just build. Damn it.
Nothing's trying to run the Fortran compiler. Ah. Now, TCP wrappers, I thought I already had that. I already have OpenSSL. What the hell is it doing? Fly boop. Fly boop. I like Libofat. And every one of these are expected to fail for one reason or the other. But do you like that R dynamic thing? I knew you would. And you're built. You know what kind of epic journey this is going to take me on, this Slurm thing. Wait, that's my solved directory. Yeah, of course. Of course I've already built, yeah, because those are my solutions. It's not the work directory. I didn't do a quality control check on Munch, did I? Oh no, there it is. This is a very good porting platform, I'll tell you that much. And there's other things going on that the settings are taken care of that I'd have to sit here and really
mess with, like, library network and the math library. I don't even mess with that. The math library is taken care of. Of course, I could have just gone to my settings. Of course, now this is a global setting. Every build, if it tries to add the math library, LThread, LSocket, LDNL, any of these, well, except for the ones that are commented out there on the left of the pound sign, it just gets blocked out. So libboop's going to work, and that was obviously I was interrupted here somewhere. Next will be library OSIP. Libboop. Yeah, get up to 1200. Come on. Gotta leave a gap of 700 packages that are unbuilt, just waiting to be ported. Alright, next is libosip. Not libospy. Libosip. Come on, Slurm. What the hell's going on? What are we building here? Open PAM. Stalling for Munge. It's going to pass the quality control. And this is WL, comma, minus R path, I think. Having one unresolved issue I have is none of my PHP modules are building shared libraries, and it always comes up with this message, oh, use the R path. Now that I saw that, I may try it. I'll probably do a video on that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Alright, Munge, do your post install file list. Thank you very much. Now, what this is, again, of course, security is this Munge. It's a placement file. It's getting to the point where it's almost like I can get these things working quickly enough where it's like, oh shit, I gotta load these up now. I don't know the command line for Git. I think I'm missing some kind of security certificate or something. Plus, I don't even know if I'd want to do it by command line anyway. Open PAM. Oh well, might as well just let's see which other ones of these red herring packages like libofat. We'll just frickin' build. So I have open PAM here.
Live OSIP, live OFAT is, and I just started package tool. This okay, so it likes it. It's happy. What's built so far? Oh, a couple more. Bin patch and auto swick, whatever that thing is. But this was one of my more successful categories. This is maintained by the NetBSD project. So bootstrap that. Wow, got another one. I like extras. Auto swick. Bin patch. Bootstrap extras. Now this was like, you know, 47 out of 66, you know, so maybe more. Open PAM, live OFAT. Come on, let's do this. Live OSIP, are you gonna finish configuring someday? This is going to take a while. And I've been doing this for a while, so just stop.